What makes Illyrian archaeological discoveries so rare? Imagine uncovering a piece of a puzzle that has been hidden for thousands of years. That's what makes finding Illyrian artifacts so special. The Illyrians were a group of tribes living in the Western Balkans, covering areas that are now Albania, Montenegro, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, and North Macedonia. They thrived from the Bronze Age until the Roman Empire took over. But unlike the Greeks or Romans, they left behind very few written records. Most of what we know about them comes from archaeology and some mentions in Greek and Roman texts. This makes every discovery important because it helps us piece together their story. One big reason why discoveries are so rare is the region's tough terrain. The Western Balkans are full of mountains, thick forests, and limited flat land. These natural features made it hard for the Illyrians to build large cities or permanent settlements. Instead, they lived in small, scattered communities. Because of this, their sites are often small and hard to find compared to the grand temples and cities of ancient Greece or Rome. Another challenge is that many Illyrian structures were built from materials that don't last long. They used wood, earth, and other organic materials that decay over time. They did use stone sometimes, but not as much as their neighbors. So, most of their buildings and homes have disappeared. This means fewer remains to discover and study. Over the centuries, the Illyrians faced many invasions and cultural changes. When the Greeks, Macedonians, and Romans arrived, they often built on top of or destroyed Illyrian sites. For example, the Romans would sometimes build new towns directly over older Illyrian settlements. This layering makes it difficult for archaeologists to find untouched sites or clear layers of Illyrian history. Despite these hurdles, some artifacts do turn up more often than others. Metal objects like weapons, tools, and jewelry are common because metal survives well in the soil. These items show that the Illyrians had advanced metalworking skills and traded with neighboring cultures like the Greeks. However, even these metal finds are limited compared to other ancient European civilizations. The rarest discoveries are often warrior burials. These graves sometimes contain helmets, weapons, and imported goods from Greece. For example, Greek-style bronze helmets have been found in only about 40 places across Europe. These graves give us clues about the social hierarchy and cross-cultural contacts of the Illyrians. They are rare because they representing a small, elite part of society and requiring specific burial customs that preserve metal objects. Interpreting these sites is also tricky. Without written records, archaeologists have to compare artifacts with those from nearby cultures. They analyze the shapes, materials, and context of each find to understand what it was used for. Sometimes, debates arise about whether a site was a trading hub, a pirate hideout, or a settlement. Every new discovery adds a piece to the puzzle of Southeast Europe's ancient past. Museums in the region display Illyrian artifacts, helping people connect with this long-lost culture. Each find, whether it's a simple tool or a rare helmet, helps us understand how these tribes lived, fought, and interacted with the wider world. In the end, the rarity of Illyrian discoveries is tied to their environment, the materials they used, and the layers of history built over their sites. Still, each find brings us closer to understanding their role in the history of Southeast Europe and their ancient roots. It's like uncovering a hidden chapter of a story that shaped the region for thousands of years.